You are Muslim and trans.
I just live my day to day like any other person, but like with a little bit more uniqueness and glitter.
Hi, I'm Dylan Marron, and as a video maker who has made many videos denouncing Islamophobia, I found that some people didn't understand why I was supporting a religion that doesn't support me. So this Pride Month, I wanted to highlight queer Muslim voices so that we could tackle this issue from a more personal angle. And today I am joined by my friend Izzaddine Mustafa. Hi, Izzaddine.
Hey Dylan, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You are rocking the Man Bun. Tell me about this experience.
Well, I decided I needed a change in my life.
Okay.
So why not a man bun?
Man bun. So talk to me about what it is like being of the LGBTQ plus experience within the Muslim faith.
It's a bit challenging in certain aspects, but also really rewarding in others. Also, let's be real. I mean, I'm not visibly like queer or trans, so being a passing trans man makes it a lot easier for me. I was really afraid at first to come out to my community, but not just to my community, to the world, right? Because there's a lot of anti-trans sentiment, but
Beyond
the Muslim
faith.
community.
Yeah. There seems to be a strong perception of an anti-LGBTQ bias from the Muslim community. Where do you think that comes from?
All right, well, is the Christian faith completely anti-LGBTQ or the Jewish faith? We are not a monolith. And, you know, I think that anti-LGBTQ sentiment stems from the idea of patriarchy, the notion of patriarchy, which is all over the world.
I mean, I think what I also saw around the time of the Pulse shooting, a year ago. Donald Trump takes the stage at the RNC and says, I will protect the LGBTQ community from foreign terror. I think it was that moment that I realized that I was being used as a pawn in the hatred of one community in the same way that I know other communities have been used as pawns in the hatred of my community. And I didn't want to stand for it anymore. What was your reaction to the Pulse shooting?
The notion of like having your identities being pitted against each other is very like prevalent to me. I'm Palestinian, and my family on my father's side all live back in Palestine. My grandmother, my uncles, my aunts, and everything. So I go there frequently. So Palestine is, you know, currently under Israeli occupation and military control. So when I went to Palestine as transgender, when the Israelis first saw my passport, they saw my name, they saw I was a man, and they took me to the secondary security line. And they gave me trouble and they said, we're gonna have to strip search you. I told them, listen, I'm not comfortable with you strip searching me. I'm transgender. Please don't strip search me. And these three guys took me back into a room and invasively strip searched me and humiliated me and mocked me for being trans. We call it pinkwashing. Israel tries to highlight themselves as this LGBTQ friendly place where queers from all over the world can come and it's a safe haven in the Middle East. And what they do is they actually strip Palestinian LGBTQ people of our agency and our voice and identity, and they use it to justify the oppression of us and our people. They use, you know, the LGBTQ issue as a way or like the visibility as a way to say, hey, we're gonna continue to occupy these Palestinians, these Arabs, because they're anti-gay, they're anti-LGBTQ. They give a lot of misinformation about it too by saying that they let Palestinians, you know, seek asylum if they're queer. But yeah, like this idea that, you know, pitting identities against each other, that the West does, that Donald Trump does, that Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government does, it's all a fallacy, and it's a way to create fear amongst people. The reality is we're all oppressed under the same system.
What is your personal understanding and practice of Islam?
Being good to people.
Which sounds like deep terrorism to me.
Deep terrorism.
Terrorism of kindness, maybe. Yeah.
And it's grounded in love and compassion.
So what are you going to be doing to celebrate Pride Month?
It's coinciding with Ramadan. So of course I'm going to go hit up a lot of queer Muslim iftars. Iftar is when we break, like a dinner when we break the fast. And just being our queer and trans, like, fabulous selves, of course. I'm hoping, there'll be some dance parties sprinkled in there.
Okay, good. How do you chill?
I Netflix and chill with myself all the time. I just binge watched Master of None. Highly recommend it. I also just watched Hasan Minhaj's comedy stand-up, which I highly recommend everybody watch.
Well, Izzaddine, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was great to talk to you.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Well, look at us.
Hey.
Now we'll hang here forever.
We'll just hang out and chill.
And then it's, where we silently talk while the credits roll. We won't do that. We're just going to be a hard out.